All right, friends, come to seated. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Exhale your breath all the way out, please. Take a deep breath in through your nostrils. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Stretch your arms over your head, please. Reach up to your fingertips. Bring your hands together at your heart, side out, exhale. And with your eyes closed, press your palms together. Seal your lips and begin breathing through just your nostrils, please. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Can you continue to deepen your breath so that your breath is moving towards its edges? Full on the inhale, complete on the exhale. As you build and deepen your breath, start to integrate that audible sensation so that we're able to hear the sound of the breath, not just internally, but filling up the space around you. As you breathe in, the breath comes into the nostrils, down the back of the throat, fills the lungs. You can hear the sound of air filling the body. It sounds like air filling up a tire, maybe into a balloon. And as you breathe out, a little more forcibly, the breath is moving out through the back of the throat, out through the nostrils. And it sounds almost like you're projecting a loud whisper through the space that you're in. Can you turn up the volume of the breath? And allow the breath to become rhythmic, almost like the distant sound of waves crashing on the beach, kind of echoing in the space around you. This is the breath we're going to use throughout our whole practice. It's called our Ujjayi breath. Those of you who aren't familiar with it or forgotten, Ujjayi breath is a heated breathing practice. So not only should there be intention and sound, you should also feel the sensation of heat building within the body. We'll use this so that we're generating heat, not just from our physical movement, but from within, like a furnace that we're keeping the flames fanned and lit. Continue to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. It's really important, this breath that we use through our practice. It guides us, it shapes us, it supports us, it inspires us. And that leads us to our theme today. I watched this really great show on television. It's called RuPaul's Drag Race. If you haven't tuned in to watch it, check it out. It's a really great reality competition of drag queens. And this past week, there was one of the contestants was not talking about, I won't give any spoilers if you watched it, talking about how they felt like they should be the one kicked off. They should be eliminated. And a lot of the other contestants were really upset by this person's vocalization of that. And it reminded me that we have to be our greatest champions of ourselves. We have to be our greatest and strongest proponents of our beliefs and actions. Otherwise, it's hard for others to have faith in us as well. And I think it also teaches us how to then support and have faith in other people. You know, I say often that yoga, our practice, is a microcosm of macrocosm. What we do here is how we practice to interact with people outside of this space. And in this space, we practice being our greatest champion, our strongest advocate, our number one ally, so that when we're ready to move beyond this practice, move into the world outside of this space, we know how to uplift people. We know how to inspire and support people because we've been working on it, doing it to ourselves for so long. So our practice today is finding your path towards your inner advocate, to hearing the loud voice of your support from within, so that again, you can use it beyond this space. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Blink your eyes open. Come onto your hands and knees, please. Please spread your fingers nice and wide, hands under shoulders. Make some circles around your wrists. So you're pressing down into your hands. You're just making circles in one direction. We'll go for 3, 2, and 1. And now we'll make circles in the other direction. 3, 2, and 1. Please turn your palms face up. Point your fingers in towards each other. Wiggle your fingers, roll out your thumbs. Press down into the backs of your hands. Rock side to side. Rock it out. Let's go for 5, 4. Try to keep your arms as straight as you can for a deeper stretch. 3, for a less intense stretch, bend the elbows, or don't rock as far to the side. And 1, tuck your toes, sit back onto your heels with your toes tucked, and take your arms up to the sky. Spread your fingers nice and wide, please. We're going to open and close the hands pretty quickly, going a little bit faster than the count. Okay, for 10, 9, 8, all the way open, all the way close, 7. Flick the fingers off the thumb, 6, 5, you're starting to feel it now. I know I am. 4, 3, keep it going fast if you can. 2, ooh, yeah, that's it. And 1, shake it out. All right, we should have felt that. Let's give it a nice counter stretch, probably in your forearms as well as your hands. Come back down onto your hands, fingers point back to your thighs. You're gonna shift your weight forward, push the ground away from you, cat pose your spine, rock forward, lean into it. Inhale, shift back and cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chest, move your hips to your heels, sit back far enough that your palms are lifting slightly. You can stretch out through your forearms. Press the palms away. Very good. Exhale, rock forward. We'll move with the breath. Cat pose, lean into it, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, rock back, cow pose. Hips to heels, lift into your chest, press into your palms. Exhale, cat pose, rock forward, lean into it. Inhale, shift back, palms lift slightly, cow pose. One more time. Exhale and cat pose, rock forward, chin to chest. Inhale and cow pose, hips back. Sit all the way back onto the tops of your feet. Lean back into your hands, let your knees start to come up off the mat. If this is too intense, go ahead and just keep the knees down. Maybe practice one knee at a time to start building your way into it. It shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't be pain. But oftentimes, especially in yoga, a little bit of discomfort is what helps drive our growth. So it's okay if there's slight discomfort. Probably wouldn't want to hold this for more than like 2 minutes or something like that. Maybe you come all the way up to your toes and lower your knees back down to the ground. Come back onto your hands and knees, please. Reach your left arm out to the left, stretch out to your fingertips. Thread your left arm underneath you, lower all the way down onto the back of your left shoulder, onto the left side of your head. Reach out through your right fingertips, please. Squeeze your thighs towards each other energetically. It's like you're squeezing something between your thighs. Then spin your inner thighs back to broaden your hips. Keep spinning your thighs back. Draw your belly in. Look up underneath your right armpit and twist. One more breath. Place your right hand right in front of your nose. Push down through your right arm. Sweep your left arm up to the sky. Step your left foot back behind you. Press your right hand. Reach your left arm up and over your head. Big breath in. Exhale. Step your left foot all the way forward to the top of the mat, please. Place your left hand down inside your left ankle. Look forward, rock forward, and lunge. Stretch through your legs. Lift into your chest. Exhale. Straighten your left leg. Flex your toes. Push your hips back. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Pull your heart forward. Exhale, straighten your left leg, flex your toes, pull your hips back. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Heart pulls forward. Exhale, hips back, flex your toes. This time as you come forward, rock forward, lunge, pick up your back knee. Place your right hand towards the outer right edge of the mat and open your left arm up to the sky for a twist, please. Push down through your right arm. Reach up through your left fingertips. Inhale. You're going to take your left elbow to tap the ground as close to your right thumb as you can. Exhale. Inhale, open your left arm back up. Look up, lean back. And exhale, left elbow towards right thumb. Back leg strong. Inhale, open your left arm up. Exhale, left elbow comes down, taps the ground. 2 more. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, tap the ground. Last one, inhale, open it up. Exhale, tap the ground. Very nice. Open it back up. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Straighten your left leg and actually stay here. Reach your left arm up, 2 straight legs, kind of in this twisted straight leg position now. Look up, extend your heart out, press to your feet. Lower your left hand down to the ground. Sweep your left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Now we're going to cross the body. Take your left knee into your chest. Rock forward, cross your left knee towards your right arm. Extend your left leg out to the right. Press to your left hand, stay here, or open your right arm up to the sky. Stretch out through your legs, stretch out through your arms. Lean back. Release the right hand down and step your left foot back. Lower down, chaturanga, elbows to ribs. Point the toes, press the feet down, cobra pose, legs are active. Downward dog, take it back. Shake it out a little bit. Shoulders and hips, head and neck. Jaw, release the jaw. And lower your knees back down to the ground. Let's go right arm out to the right, please. Thread your right arm underneath you. Lower all the way down onto the back of your right shoulder. Walk your left fingertips forward if you can, so that your left side body is really long. Tack your left hip back more. Gently squeeze your thighs towards each other, as if you were squeezing something between your legs. Spin your inner thighs back, broaden your hips. So if you can keep all of that leg engagement, draw your belly in and twist. Look up underneath your left armpit. Bring your left hand back down right in front of your nose. Push down through your left hand, sweep your right arm up to the sky. Step your right foot back, circle your right arm over your head. Big breath in, look up, lean back. Right foot steps to the top of the mat, please. Place your right hand down inside the right ankle, look forward, rock forward, and lunge. Stretch through your legs, pull forward through your chest. Exhale, right leg extends, hips back, fold in. And I would kind of suggest to keep the hands in place, right inside of the right ankle, inside the right thigh. Rock forward and lunge. Hands inside the right ankle will help us get into our hips a little bit more. Exhale, right leg extends, flex your toes, and not to shift the hands that much if you can. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Exhale, hips back, straight legs. Flex your toes, flex your palms. This time as you rock forward, go ahead and pick up your back knee. Rock forward, lunge. Take your left hand a little bit wider to the left edge of the mat and open your right arm up to the sky for a twist, please. Stretch out your legs, lean back, look up, inhale. Right elbow towards your left thumb, exhale. If you can, tap the ground as close to your left thumb as you can. Kind of makes you twist in the other direction. Inhale, open your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, right elbow towards left thumb. We'll do this 3 more times. Keep your back leg strong. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Back leg strong. Exhale, deepen your lunge. Right elbow to left thumb. 2 more. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right elbow, left thumb. Last one. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right elbow to left thumb. This time as you open your arm up, straighten your right leg. Breathe. 2 straight legs, straight-ish legs. Pressing through your feet, reaching through your fingertips. Do the best you can to extend from the hips out through the whole body. Reach the right hand down and sweep your right leg up to the sky. 3-legged dog, just for a breath. Reach it up and back. Exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Rock forward, take your right knee to your left arm, tap it, and extend your right leg out to the left. You can keep both hands down if you'd like. Open your left arm up if you want to, if you can. Stretch out through your legs, stretch out through your arms. Lean, nice, Lindsay. Lean back, look up, inhale. And exhale, take it back. Hands down. Chaturanga, step your right foot back, bend the elbows lower. Pause, point your toes here. Press your feet really firmly down. Please push into your pinky toenails so that your inner thighs are spiraling up. Quads are flexed, tops of the thighs squeeze together, inner thighs lift up. Don't lose that. Pin your elbows back, pull them in. Pull your heart forward, cobra pose, keeping your legs active. Imagine you're trying to stretch yourself longer. You are. Your legs are going to hold you in place. Pull forward into your chest. Downward dog, exhale. Hips up and back. Inhale, lift up to your tiptoes, please. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Press through your hands. Left leg lifts up and extends out. Now bring your left heel to land just in front of your right big toe. Let's do that again. Lift your right leg up to the sky this time. Press it back to extend. Bring your right heel to land just in front of your left big toe. Left leg lifts up, extends out. Left heel to right big toe. Right leg lifts up, extends out. Right heel to left big toe. One more. Left leg lifts up, extends out. As best you can, step your left foot to your left thumb. Right leg lifts up, extends out. Right foot to left foot forward, fold, please. Inhale, lift up halfway. Try to make your legs more active here. Lift your kneecaps, flex your quadriceps. Hug your shins in and spin your thighs back. Extend forward into your chest now. Lengthen it out. Good. Molly, bend your knees a little bit more. Now pull forward. Exhale, fold in, nose to knees. Inhale, push down, rise up, reach your arms to the sky. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers extend, side bend over to your right side. Squeeze your glutes. lift your navel, side bend. Inhale, come back up. Side bend over to your left side, same thing. Squeeze your glutes, lift your navel, stretch. Inhale, come back up. Please cactus your arms now. You're gonna slide the shoulder blades down your back, towards your back pockets. At the same time, lift the bottom of your heart up to the ceiling. Expand across the front body. Chair pose, inhale, reach the arms up, move your hips back. Let's engage the legs again. Make your legs active, flex your thigh muscles. Hug your shins in and spin your inner thighs down. We're gonna work this action a lot today, this inner spiraling sensation. Sit nice and low, reach to your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Lift up halfway, lengthen. You might choose to step back. You might prefer to hop back. Wherever you end up, make sure that you're doing it with intention. Be your own inner advocate. Support yourself with knowledge, with action. Ready, take it back, chaturanga. Support yourself with confidence. Cobra pose, inhale. Press into the tops of the feet. Pull your heart forward. Downward dog. Exhale. Right leg lifts up high to the sky. Stretch it up and back. Right heel to left big toe. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Inner thighs lifted. Left heel to right big toe. Keep thinking about that inner spiraling action. Inner right thigh lifts up towards the ceiling. Push up to your heel. Right heel to left big toe. Inner left thigh lifts up. Left heel to right big toe. One more time. Inner right thigh lifts up. Right foot to right thumb. Inner left thigh lifts up. Left foot to right foot fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Try to bend your knees a little bit, friends, so that you have more space for extension in the spine. Let's say, Jeff, bend your knees a little bit more as well. There you go. Now pull forward into the bottom of your chest. Exhale, fold in, nose to knees. Push down, rise up, take your arms to the sky. Hook your thumbs over your head. Pull the arms back a little bit behind your ears. Lift into your chest, breathe in. Cactus your arms, exhale, curl back even more. Oh, it should feel really good. Chair pose, reach the arms up, get nice and low. Shins in, thighs down. Sit into that space. Good, Daisy, extend your arms even more. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. So if you're practicing working on your jumping back action, it'll feel a little bit lighter if you start spiraling your inner thighs back from this position here. Inner thighs spiral back. It's gonna already start tilting your hips up. Plant the hands, lean forward, take it back, step or hop back, chaturanga. If you're hopping back, keep lifting through the inner thighs. Cobra pose, legs are active even here, inner thighs spiraling up. Exhale, downward facing dog, take it back. Please lift up high to your tiptoes. Bend your knees, look forward, spiral inner thighs back to broaden your hips. Hop or float forward, hop or step forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, nice lolly. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms up, hook your thumbs over your head, pull your thumbs back behind your ears, squeeze your glutes, lift your chest to the sky, cactus the arms, exhale, baby little back bend, thighs back, chest lifted. Chair pose, inhale, shins in, inner thighs down. What this inner spiraling action is doing is broadening your hips. So Brian, look down at your feet, parallel your feet so that the toes are parallel to each other, big toes. Shins in, thighs down, make sure your knees aren't going wide. It's one way you can check to make sure you're doing this action. If your knees are going wide, you're probably not doing shins in and thighs down. Chest lifted, sit nice and low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Once again, from here, spin your thighs back, plant the hands, take it back, chaturanga or plank pose to chaturanga. Nice aim. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Please lift your left leg high to the sky. Bring your left knee into your chest, please. Step as close to your hands as you can. Spin your right heel down. Let's work this inner spiral action mostly on the back leg. Press firmly into your feet. Create a solid foundation. Flex your thigh muscles. Squeeze your heels towards each other energetically. Now listen carefully. Start to spiral your inner right thigh back. Then lift the back of your right thigh up. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Takes a second to get used to. We're creating an inner spiral through the back leg. You're gonna take your right hand, reach back to grab the inside of your right thigh, and lift the inner right thigh up towards the ceiling. So I'm actually using my hand to spin the inner right thigh, right, in and up. Right, see if you can keep that. Press through your right foot. See if you can hold on to that. Take your right arm back up to the sky. Squeeze into your right glute. Deepen your lunge. Reach up, stretch back, inhale. Exhale, release the hands down to the ground and step back, chaturanga, lower. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky, please. Bring your right knee into your chest. Step between your hands or as close to the hands as you can. Spin your left heel down, pause. Before you rise, just set a really solid foundation for yourself. Both feet flat on the ground, right? Right toes pointing forward, left toes turned in. Your thigh muscles are flexed. You're squeezing your heels together. Push down, rise up, warrior one. We'll create that same inner spiral sensation. Reach back with your left hand, grab the inside of your left thigh, and spin your left thigh up towards the ceiling. Maybe even broaden your left hip a little more to the left. If you're starting to feel your left heel lift up, you're taking the right action, you're just going too far. Keep the left heel down. Inner left thigh spirals up to the sky. Squeeze into your left glute, reach the left arm back up. Keep the inner rotation through the back leg. As you deepen your lunge, stretch up and back, inhale. Release the hands down, exhale. Take it back, please, chaturanga. Lower the hands, lower the chest to the ground. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up to your tiptoes. Bend your knees, look forward, lightly step or float forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, stand up. Cactus your arms, lean back, open your heart. Inhale, chair pose. Hips back, spin your thighs down. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Inhale, lengthen, spin the thighs back and the heart forward. Exhale, take it back. Chaturanga, step or hop back. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Please lift your left leg to the sky. Lifting through your inner left thigh, pressing your right thigh back. Left knee into your chest, step forward. Spin your right heel down, spin your right thigh back. Rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Press through your feet to deepen your lunge. Release the hands down to the ground. Exhale, take it back, please. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high to the sky. Inner right thigh lifts. Right knee into your chest, step forward. Spin your left heel down. Spin your left thigh back. Warrior one, rise. Squeeze the left glute as you press down and reach up. Release the hands down to the ground. Take it back, chaturanga. Nice job, everybody. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Hold and breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. We'll spend a few breaths here. In through your nose, out through your nose. Start lifting yourself up, not just your physical body, but from within. Find your inner advocate. Find the voice of strength and support within you. Give it a microphone. Give it a megaphone. Let it get louder. Let yourself be your biggest supporter. Inhale, lift up to your toes, please. Bend your knees, look forward. We're going to land with our feet wider than our hands. Step or hop forward to a squat, please. Heels in, toes out, hands to your heart. So even though we're not creating that same inner thigh spiraling action here that we were in the lunges, we're still balancing out the external rotation with some inner rotation. Squeeze your heels together. All right, squeeze your heels together, and from the center of your hips, press down into your feet, lift up into your chest. Hold it here. Palms pressed together, breathe. We're gonna do this 3 times. Place the hands down, lift your hips up, forward fold. Hands down, hips up. Drop your gaze, look back between your legs. Spin your thighs back and squat. Inhale. Press into your feet, lift into your chest. Exhale, hands down, hips up, forward fold. Spin your thighs back. Inhale and squat. Exhale and fold. Evan, take your feet wider apart. Fold. Inhale and squat. Let's do 2 more for good luck. Feet at least as wide as the mat for most of us. Toes slightly turned out. Work to keep your heels down or don't go as low, elbows to thighs, okay? Forward fold, exhale, hips up. Press into your feet, push down through your feet. Inhale and squat. Keep pushing down into your feet. Your elbows might come to your thighs, or you can take it a little lower. Last time, fold, exhale. Press into your feet, spin your thighs back, lift your butt to the sky. Inhale and squat. Push down into your feet, exhale, stand up, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, stretch up and back to your fingertips, please. Hands to your heart, exhale, elbows to your thighs. Come down into a higher squat. You won't go quite as low. From elbows to thighs, place your hands right between your feet. Step just your right foot way back behind you. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Reach your left arm up and around. Grab a hold of your right foot as best you can. Let's continue to create that inner spiraling sensation. Continue to spiral your inner right thigh back and up towards the ceiling. Flex the glute on the right side and lunge. Press into your feet. Pull forward into your chest. Lean back a little bit even. Take 2 more breaths here. Roll your right shoulder back. Roll your left shoulder back. Heart pulls forward and lunge. Release your back foot, please. Place your left hand down. Pick up your back knee. We're going to walk the hands forward and lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee. Stack your right hip over your left hip. Feel free to stay right here, or to deepen this, you take your right hand over towards your left more. The further out the right hand goes, the more towards the left it goes, the bigger the side stretch you're going to get on the right side. You might even look up underneath your right armpit. This can be pretty challenging in the balance, so just do your best to breathe deeply rather than giving up or succumbing to any negative self-defeating thoughts. Be your own inner advocate. Do what you can. Be the best that you can. 1 more breath. Squeeze your heel to your bum. Lean back into your right thigh. Big step back with your right foot, please. We're coming up to warrior 2. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Tone your thighs, make your legs strong. Keep that. Inner right thigh spirals back. The back of your right thigh lifts. That's the inner spiraling action. We'll balance it out with its opposite external rotation. Take your outer left hip, wrap it back and underneath you. Press down into your feet. Stretch out into your fingertips. Get a little bit deeper into your lunge. Very nice. Inhale, take both arms up to the sky. Turn your right heel in and your toes out. Hands to your heart, squat. Keep squeezing your heels together, please. Thighs go wide. So this is sort of the opposite action from our inner spiral, but we're gonna get a chance to play with that inner spiraling action now. Place your hands down on the ground. Walk them forward just a little bit. We're gonna tap the left knee down to the ground. Left knee taps the ground. Pick it back up. Right knee taps the ground. Pick it back up. Left knee taps the ground. Pick it back up. Right knee taps the ground. Pick it back up. Left knee taps the ground. Pick it back up. Straighten your left leg, Skandasana to the right side. Right knee is bent. Heels are down. Hips are back. Breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. Listen carefully. Lower your bum down to the ground. You may have to walk your hands back behind you, but drop your butt down to the ground and spin your right knee down to the ground. Your left leg is reaching forward. Your right knee is spinning down. You're going to fold over your left leg. Flex your toes. Press your right knee down. Looks different for all of us. You might have to stay seated here, right? You might be leaning back into your left hand. You're going to find your inner supporter, your inner champion to help you find and stay confident in the path that you're on. Forward folds in the seated position can be really challenging if your hips aren't rolling forward. Roll the top of your hips forward, press your butt back. Very nice, everyone. All right, slowly come back up. Listen carefully. Take your right hand over to the right. Pick up your bum and sit all the way down onto your right foot. So now you've just kind of squared yourself off. All we're doing is coming up into a kneeling lunge. Take both arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Left foot forward, right leg back. It's the only time we're going to do it this way, just to get the stretch in. Inner right thigh spins back. Reach up to your fingertips. Tuck your back toes. Lift your inner right thigh to pick up your back knee. Lower the right knee back down. Lift your inner right thigh to pick up your back knee. Lower the right knee down. One more time. Lift your inner right thigh to pick up your back knee. Place the right hand down, side flank to the right side. Nice job. That should have been some effort. Chance to build strength and awareness. Chance to be bold and courageous. Step your left foot back. Wild thing. Press to your feet. Lift to your hips. Look forward. Place both hands back down at the top of the mat. Lower chaturanga. So good, my friends. Cobra pose. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Push down through your hands. Lift up to your toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Lightly step or hop the feet wider than the hands. Press down into your feet. Bring your hands to your heart. Stand up. Take your arms up to the sky. Stretch it back. Bring your hands to your heart. Your elbows to your thighs. Place the hands down between your feet and step your left foot way back. Please lower your left knee down. Circle your right arm up and around to grab your foot. Right hand to left foot. A couple things might happen here, especially for my more flexible yogis. You might find yourself sort of collapsing over to your right side, right? This is an over-exaggeration of the inner spiral without engaging the inner spiral. So let's square off the hips a little bit more. Please flex your quads, spin your inner right thigh back so that your right heel So that your left heel is pulling a little bit more to your outer left hip. Inner left thigh spins back so that your left heel is more aligned with your outer left hip. Squeeze your left glute, deepen your lunge, lean back, stretch. Release the back foot, circle your right hand down to the ground, pick up your back knee, walk your hands forward, standing split. And from here, you can take your left hand over towards the right edge of the mat and stack your left hip over your right hip. Good. Meredith, really nice. Squeeze your heel to your bum. If you want to just take a regular standing split, that's fine. Hands to the ground, hands to the block, to a sofa, to a chair. Find what works for you. Rather than being defeated by the movement, be your inner advocate. Put effort into supporting yourself. Put effort into moving with confidence. If you have a question, please ask. Step back to warrior two, please. Stepping your left foot way back behind you. Warrior two, rise up. A nice long stance, heel to arch. You'll make sure your legs are active here. Every opportunity we have to pause in the pose and build it with knowledge, we can use that knowledge to help bolster ourselves up even more. I feel like with more knowledge, we get more confidence. At least that confidence becomes more earned. So open yourself up to knowledge, to gaining it, to experiencing it, so that you can shine brighter confidently with that support for your inner self, for your inner advocate, your inner champion. Squeeze your heels together, please. From the center of your hips, press down into your feet. Take your arms up. Turn your heels in, hands to your heart squat. Just like we did before, place your hands down on the ground, walk them forward. And we're going to tap the right knee down to the ground. If you want to come up onto your toes, you can. Pick up your right knee. Tap your left knee down to the ground, lean forward a little bit. Left knee lifts. This is just the inner spiral action at play. Right knee taps the ground. Left knee taps the ground. Only the right knee taps the ground. Straighten your right leg, left knee bends, Skandasana. Move your hips towards your heel. Okay, squeeze your heels together, drop thigh steps. We're really going deep into our hips. This inner spiral action will hopefully give you so much more freedom and confidence in moving your hips. Lower your bum down to the ground, please. You can use your hands here. Try to keep this Skandasana shape. Think of it as a seated Skandasana. Spin your left knee down to the ground. Fold over your right leg as best you can. So if you had to make some adjustments, that's fine. Your right leg is reaching forward. Your left knee is down. You're folding over your right leg. Couple of breaths here. You can get here in any way that suits you. Doesn't always have to be the same path that I'm taking. Couple more breaths. Make your legs active. Flex your quads. Draw thighs to hips. In the center of your hips, extend out through your legs. Fold in. Try pressing your left knee down a little bit more to work that inner spiral. Come up onto your hands. Lift your butt up and turn to face the front of the mat. Bring your left hip to your heel. And we'll rise up, Anjaneyasana, kneeling lunge. Both arms up. Right foot forward, left leg back. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee off the ground by lifting your inner left thigh. Lower your left knee back down. Lift your inner left thigh. Lower your left knee back down. One more time. Lift your inner left thigh. And lower the left knee down. Side plank to your left side. Right arm goes up. That should have been exciting. My code word for challenging. Turn to your left side. Side plank pose. Right foot steps back behind you. Wild thing. Reach to your fingertips. Lift to your hips. Join me back in plank pose when you're ready, friends. Both hands down. Lower. Chaturanga. Squeeze your thighs together. Cobra pose. Good. Evan, roll your shoulders back more there. See if you can get a little lower. Hips forward. That's it. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up to your tippiest of toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Hop or float the feet wider than the hands. Come forward to a squat. Nice, Lolly. Good job. Good, Lindsay. Inhale, rise up to standing. Reach your arms up and back. Hands to your heart, elbows to your thighs, exhale. Place your hands down on the ground, breathe in, lift up to your tiptoes. Exhale, lower your heels, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down, circle your left arm up and around. Grab your right foot. If you want to come down onto your right forearm this time, you can. Spin your inner right thigh back. Squeeze into your right glute and pull your heart forward. Nice, Jeff. Lean back. Good, Nico. Release the back foot, please. Place your left hand down. Standing splits. Pick up your right leg. You can stay right here. You might use some sort of support, like a chair or the edge of a sofa or a table. Please be careful. If you want to stack your right hip over your left hip and walk your right hand over to the left, I'll give you a little bit more of a twist and side stretch. Look up under your right armpit if you can. Take a big step back with your right foot when you're ready. Warrior two, please. Left foot is forward, right leg is back. Reconnect that inner spiral action. Inner right thigh spins back. You can use your right hand to lift the back of your right thigh up. Let's all try it. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Lift the back of your right thigh up. Make some space. Wrap your left hip underneath you. Stretch through that space. Deepen your lunge. Nice job, my friends. Take the arms up, straighten your legs. Heels in, toes out, hands to your heart. Last time we did one knee at a time. This time you'll place the hands down, walk the hands forward a little bit further. Keep going, keep going, keep going until both knees come down, frog pose. Heels in, toes out. It's okay if you don't get all the way down, or if you have to bring the knees down and reset. Totally fine. Wherever you end up or however you get here, frog pose, spin your thighs back. Come down to your forearms if you can. Pretty intense stretch for the inner thighs and hips. Inner thighs spin back, pull your heart forward. Nice job, everyone. Let's come out of it. Come back up onto your hands. Press to your hands, press to your hips. Lift your knees back up. Come back into your goddess pose squat. Heels in, toes out. Take as many steps as you need to get there. We're going hands to the heart. Spin your right knee down to the ground. Face forward, Anjaneyasana, arms to the sky. Lift your back knee up. Lift your inner right thigh. Side plank pose to the right. Right hand down, left arm lifted. Step your left foot back, wild thing. Come back around, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Good, Jimena. Pull forward, cobra pose. Take it back, downward facing dog. Lift up to your tiptoes, please. Bend your knees, look forward, lightly step or hop forward, squat. Inhale, rise up to standing. Hands to your heart, elbows to your thighs, squat. Place your hands down, lift up to your tiptoes, inhale. Lower your heels down, exhale, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down, reach your right arm forward, up and back. Grab your foot. Give it a gentle squeeze. If you want to come down onto your left forearm, you can. Optional. Make sure you're not collapsing into your left side. You're pressing your inner left thigh back, squeezing the left glute, lunging. Heart forward, press into your feet. Good, lolly, roll your right shoulder back more. Nice, Barbara. Good, Joel. Release the back foot, please. Place the hands down. Standing splits are your variation here. You might choose to have your hands on the block or chair or the sofa. But if you want to take it a little deeper, stack your left hip over your right hip, kind of like a half moon pose. Bend your left knee, squeeze your heel to your bum, point your toes. Still want more? Walk your left hand to the right, look under your left armpit for a twist. Step your left foot way back behind you, please. Warrior two, rise. Use your left hand to grab the inside of your left thigh and spiral that inner left thigh back and lift it up. The inner left thigh spirals. It's like a barber pole you've seen like at the barber shop, if you've ever seen one of those red, white, and blue poles that spins. Your leg is sort of doing that same action. It's spiraling inside the hip. Inner left thigh spins back, outer right hip wraps under. Press to your feet, extend through your arms deep in your lunge. Arms up, straight legs, heels in, toes out, hands to your heart. One more time, place the hands down. Let's come into our frog pose. Walk your hands forward, lower your knees towards the ground, to the ground. Take as many steps as you need to get there. Thighs spin back, come down to your forearms, breathe. It should be somewhat interesting, but maybe less intense than the first side. If you have any questions as we go, please ask. Let's walk the hands back in. And just like before, press to your hands, pick your hips back up, back into your goddess squat. Hands to your heart, lift your chest, turn to face the front of the mat, spin your left knee down, take your arms up. Nice, Meredith. Keep lifting through your inner left thigh, pick up your back knee, inhale. Exhale, side plank pose. Lower your left hand down, reach your right arm up. Good, Melody. And when you're ready, you can step your right foot back into a side plank or a wild thing. Press through your feet, lift through your hips. Even here, inner thigh spiraling down. Reach through your fingertips. This action is helping to create more space in our low back, more support and stability through our balances. Come back onto your hands. Last time, lower chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Very nice work, friends. Go ahead and step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Turn to your right. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. This is called Prasarda Padottanasana. Feet are nice and wide. If you want to reach down and grab your feet, just gently pull the crown of your head towards the ground. You can. Think about the same action we've been building. Legs are strong and active. Flex your quads. Spin your inner thighs back, broaden your hips. Fold in, crown of the head to or towards the ground. You can keep walking your hands back so that you can drop your head down more, but keep the legs active. In the center of the hips, push down into the feet and stretch out to the crown of your head. Should feel pretty good. Inner thighs spiraling back, broaden your hips, press to the feet, extend through the crown. One more breath. Lift up to your fingertips, please. Walk your hands over to your right side, Skandasana. Hips back, heels down. Squeeze your heels together. Get a chance to practice what it feels like to engage through pelvic floor. Heels squeeze together, thighs draw to hips. Pelvic floor lifts, Mula Bandha, and extend up into your heart. Keep your spine nice and long. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Reach your left hand forward. This can be a little bit tricky, everyone. Bring your right knee into your chest. Reach down with your left hand, grab your right foot, and slide your right leg out in front of you. Sit all the way down. Ardha Navasana, lie back. Stretch your legs out, lie onto your back, legs out. If you need to keep your feet down, that's fine. But if you can, pick up your feet so your core is able to get stronger. Become your own inner champion now. Sing the praises of your strength and your perseverance. Remember how confident you are, how strong you are. For 3, belly button down. 2, knees into your chest, sit up. 1, place your feet on the ground. Very nice, my friends. Okay, so in a second, we're gonna practice crow pose. You can rock forward, place the hands down, and your feet don't have to lift up for crow pose. All right, I'm gonna reach forward, place the hands down, bring my knees into the backs of my arms. Lean forward, rock forward, crow pose. I might feel comfortable today keeping my feet down, right? Move into the space that allows you to be your number one fan, your biggest supporter. Lean forward and lift your feet up, crow pose. The trick here, the secret that we're all looking for is leaning forward, right? Using what we've practiced today, lift your inner thighs to keep your back body full and lifted. Go for it now. You don't have to get the feet off the ground, but they might. Hands down, rock forward, breathe for 3, heels to bum 2. Listen carefully. 1, you're gonna step your right foot down and step your left foot back. Turn to your right, wide-legged forward fold. Sorry, turn to your left, wide-legged forward fold. Just a few breaths here. Spin your thighs back and work the crown of your head to or towards the ground. All right, so this time you have a chance to work in a headstand into your practice. Here are your choices. You can work your forearms down to the ground, interlace the hands. So my fingers are interlaced, forearms are down. Then I'll lean forward until my head comes down and rests inside my hands. And take your feet wider apart if you want. This might be where you stay. If you want to keep going higher, try coming up onto your tiptoes. And all I'm doing is tilting my hips forward over my shoulders. My inner thighs are spiraling back to broaden the hips. I'm going to use my core strength to lift my legs up. And it might not happen that both legs float up on their own. That's okay. It's a little bit challenging to do that. Right? You can practice one leg at a time or just stay in the fold. So here's what it might look like one leg at a time. Lean forward, right knee, left leg, legs up. Maybe it's just lean forward, left knee, right knee, and you just hold it here. It can be a little bit challenging. It's really good for your core, but it's a little bit more stable. So if you don't want to extend all the way up, you can practice being here. But I encourage you to be your biggest supporter, to have confidence in your strength and your knowledge. We built a lot of these actions into our practice already today. If you have any questions, now is a good time to ask. Give it another breath or two. Nice, Kim. Good, Nico. Keep tilting the hips forward. Nice, Jewel. Walk your head closer between your feet, Jewel. Keep walking your hands back. Good, Annie. Don't kick up. Walk your feet in closer, Annie. Walk your feet in closer. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Tilt the hips forward. Tilt the hips over your shoulders. There you go. Beautiful. Nice, Meredith. Good, Maria. Friends, when you're ready, come down. Let's finish this strong. Lower to your left side, Skandasana. Left knee bends. Lift into the pelvic floor. Lift into your chest. Breathe. Get low. All right, walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Bring your left knee into your chest. Slide your left foot between your hands and your foot. Grab your left foot, sit all the way down. Lie all the way down onto your backs, everyone. Nice job. Really good work today. This inner spiral action will come in handy one more time as we come up to a back bend, right? So as we're lifting up into our bridge pose or our wheel pose, upward facing bow, you want your shins to hug in, your thighs to spiral down so that your outer hips can get really broad, making space in your low back. Let's do it together. Inhale, lift your hips up for bridge pose. 8. Hug your shins in as if you're squeezing something between them. Spiral your inner thighs down and lift from your outer hips. For me, it feels like someone's lifting me up with my outer pockets. And that is creating a lot of space in my low back that I can now extend through. Send your tailbone to the backs of your knees. You can stay here or sweep the hands up and place them right next to your ears, about shoulder width apart. Press up, upward bow, bridge pose, or wheel pose. Press into your feet, shins and thighs down, lift into your hips, outer hips. Breathe as you open your front body, open your heart. Breathe as you remember how strong you are, how much knowledge you have, your ability to persevere, confidence, security in self. Lower down to the ground. Relax for a moment. We have to be our biggest champions because otherwise, who will, right? We have to be our greatest advocates so that we know how to fight for ourselves, to champion the things that we believe in, to be proud of the things we're capable of, to see almost our dreams and ambitions come to fruition. Have to believe in them, in ourselves. Let's take it up again. Bridge pose. Inhale. Or upward facing bow. Set the hands. Press it up. Shins in, thighs down. Lift from your outer hips. Believe in your strength, your knowledge, your ability. And even as we remain our greatest champion, we still reserve a place within ourselves to be humble, to ask for help, to continue to learn and grow. And it's, I think, in that space where we are able to then extend our ability of support and inspiration. And it's from that point that we are able to be other people's champions, other people's support systems, inspire our community, our friends, our family. Lower yourself down. We're going to do one more of those in a second. Take a breath. You can stick with bridge pose, take it up to upward bow, or just rest on your back. I'll leave it to you. Last time going up, shins in, thighs down. Let's get into this gig. Inhale, press it up, forward facing bow. Shins in and thighs down. Press through your hands, press through your feet, extend. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, relax. Ooh, that feels good. All right, let's take our knees side to side. Knees side to side. Knees all the way over to your left, please. Look over your right shoulder. And then all the way over to your right. Look over your left shoulder. Come back up through to center. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock your way up to seated just for a moment. Feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Fold in. Press your feet together, press your thighs wide, fold it in. Sit up tall, stretch your right leg out in front of you. You're gonna pick up your left foot and either cradle your left leg in your arms. Wrap your right foot around the bottom, wrap your right arm around the bottom of your left foot. Left arm around the outside of your left thigh, clasp hands. If that's uncomfortable, you can hook your arms underneath your shin. Okay. Take it back, lift your right leg to the sky. Pull your shin, left shin, into your chest, up towards your chin. If you want to bend your right knee and push your right thigh into your left ankle for a little more kind of like leveraging action, you can. Otherwise, right leg might start to extend forward out in front of you. When we think about opening our hips, we're often sort of programmed in yoga to think about external rotation opening. But this inner spiraling of the hips is just as important for the dynamic movement of the hip. Go ahead and pick yourself back up. Switch legs, please. You can cradle the right leg or hook your arms underneath the right shin. And you can do a combination of both too. When you're ready, roll onto your back, left leg to the sky. And so when we're talking about opening our hips, we really want to explore the full movement of the hip, which is a lot of movement. The hip is a multi-planar pose or joint, moves so many different ways. We're just focusing on external rotation, like a pigeon pose or a warrior two. We're missing out on a whole big chunk of the hips movement, like the inner rotation, the abduction, the adduction, right? Slowly lower your left leg towards the ground or pull your knee to your chest. One more breath. Pick yourself up. Good. Stretch your legs out. Take your arms to the sky. We're going to finish here. Exhale, forward fold. Roll down onto your back. Stretch your arms out. Big breath in. Shavasana. Just take a minute or two. It's stillness. Close your eyes. Fall heavy into the ground beneath you. If you're ready to start moving, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles, please. Stretch your arms over your head. Take a deep breath in. Side out, let it go. And bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice good squeeze and rock up to seated. With your hands together at your heart, sit up tall, close your eyes. Thank you so very much for being here, for being a part of this community, being a part of this journey, for offering up your energy and spirit into our community. Can't thank you enough for not just today, but over the course of, I guess, 7 years now, if you've been coming to, or even if you've been coming for a week, all of the inspiration you've been offering me for that. Remember, as you move past today's practice, continue to be your biggest supporter, listen to the voice of your inner advocate so that you know how to uplift and support others, so that we know how to honor hard work and champion the causes that we believe in. This is where it starts. Practice here and make sure we do it out there. Let's close with an Om. Exhale your breath out. Inhale for Om. The light in me honors the light in you. May that light shine brightly for us all. Thank you for practice. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of the day. Again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you all, so thank you. If you have questions, comments, requests, or feedback, go ahead and reach me, Stephen Arcos Yoga, on Instagram or Facebook. If you have the ability to give, to donate to me, I appreciate that as well. Venmo or PayPal can also be found, Stephen Arcos Yoga. Email me, stephen@stephenarcosyoga.com, or check out our YouTube channel, Stephen Arcos Yoga, with uploaded videos every day. Lots of fun yoga classes available to you. If you want a copy of today's class, reach out and I'll make sure you get one. Thanks again, y'all. Have an amazing day. See you next time.
Thanks, Steve.